That is good. Hi, everyone. This is Scott with the Central Florida Asset Chapter. Thank you very much for joining us for a quick introduction webinar with Lynn from Hurtigruten. Um, we will be going over for the next 30 minutes all about their brand and what they do. If you have any questions, I'll include Lynn's email in the description so you can reach out to her after the fact. Otherwise, take it away.
All right, god dag alle sammen. Hjertelig velkommen til Hurtigruten. Nå skal vi snakke om Norge da, vet du. Just kidding. We will do this in English, and this is going to be a new record. If you have heard me present before, I kind of come at you like a freight train, but I only have 30 minutes. So we are here to threaten you with a good time. We are talking about Hurtigruten, your specialty Norway cruise line, Norway, your way. Pay attention if you are tuning in between January and end of February 2026, there is something in it for you. Sell three, sell free. Stay tuned. My name is Lynn Wilson, aka Lynn the Norwegian, hired on with a cheeky Sarah Palin tagline. I could see the ships from my house. So I grew up in Norway. I'm a Love Boat child, and I have also walked many miles in advisor shoes. So I'm a former top producing advisor for Hurtigruten. We are a small but mighty team of two for all of North America. So I handle North America East, which I suspect most of you tuning in will fall to me, and I hope to save you time and add value to your day. So at the end, I'll have my contact information. Action-packed agenda, and yes, we are packing this into hopefully 25 minutes. So let's hope I don't go off on tangents here, but we have a lot of different segments to cover. First and foremost, take off your cruise hat, take it off, chuck it away. We are specialty cruise line. We're going to unlearn everything you know about traditional cruising, and we're going to do things the Hurtigruten way. So first and foremost, what is Norway? Themes of Norway. Why do people want to go to Norway? So I'm going to dive right into the themes of Norway. Did you know that we have the highest concentration of fjords in the world to the tune of 1,700, 30 ice ages? Nobody in the world has the topography that we do. World's most beautiful coastline. And I'm getting ahead of myself here. That video you're watching, that's a shout out to small ship cruising. Larger ships aren't going anywhere near that fjord, which is the Troll Fjord. Fjords. People want the fjords. We love nature. If you see Norwegians hugging trees, just mind your business. Keep on moving. So we love to live in harmony with nature without destroying or disturbing it. So as we go through here, this is Norway by Norwegians. So Hurtigruten embodies these themes of Norway. So if you have clients who are nature lovers, velkommen til Norge. Welcome to Norway. We just had the largest geomagnetic storm in arguably decades yesterday, January 19th. So, when we're not in the midst of a solar maximum with these crazy geomagnetic storms, Norway is a stable country to see the northern lights between September and March. Shout out to cruise lines who give you a free cruise if the northern lights don't occur. Stay tuned. But Norway is fantastic for northern lights. Hurtigruten has the highest number of northern lights cruise departures. We have the widest variety. But we don't sleep on the midnight sun either. We literally don't sleep on the midnight sun. The melatonin goes bye-bye, and you just don't get the memo. It's time to go to bed. So we are home to the beautiful, majestic midnight sun. So lots of reasons to visit Norway, and we have forgotten more about Norway than anybody knows. So just buckle up. We're going on a ride here. We're taking the cruise hat. We are chucking it aside. Hurtigruten loves to be different. Longest running cruise line in Norway. We don't need a vacation from a vacation. The ships are designed for Norway, and it's not too peoply on our cruises. We love to entertain your minds, and we do not wear tight clothing on Hurtigruten cruises because all of our cruises are culinary cruises. So, talking about how we forgot more about Norway than anybody knows, we started in 1893. We have 1,700 fjords. Two-thirds of the country is mountainous and 50,000 islands. We are stuck. No freedom of movement back in the day. Mail would take weeks, if not months, to reach the northern regions. So we were actually born out of the necessity for a lifeline to the Norwegian coast. We started in 1893 simply by carrying mail. This is important because we are not a traditional cruise. Say that 10 times. We are not a traditional cruise, so we're not treating us like a traditional cruise. We established the very first lifeline of the Norwegian coast. Mail. Export was born on our ships. Freedom of movement was established on our ships. I'm going to joke, we are Hurti who here in North America, but we are Hurti hey in Norway. Everybody knows us. We are the most celebrated cruise line by Norwegians. Working ships, some of our ships, some are pure leisure, some are a hybrid between the two. So you will not see Norwegians chasing the ships escaping their teachers with any other cruise line. But when Hurtigruten comes, those teachers better get to moving. You won't see small villages asking our ship's captains to divert into these small villages simply because they're throwing a party and they wanted to hang out with the people on ship. And there was a little boy who had a surprise for the captain. You don't get this with other cruise lines. You won't be called by the city mayors in cities saying, "Stop the ship, we want you to walk in the parade with us." Very, very important along the coast of Norway. Also, we are relaxed. There is no stress in Norway. So when you think about your voyage or your client's voyage with Hurtigruten, we're just chilling. We are slowly navigating the most stunning coastline in the world. This is my iPhone footage. And the ship is your hotel. Let's see. The ship is your home away from home. Stateroom is your bedroom. Nothing more. The panorama lounges, those are your living rooms. The restaurants, those are your kitchens. We don't like dress codes. We don't have formal nights. We care about the destination, not what you wear. Super relaxing. Knit, crochet, read books, play board games. If you need a relaxing getaway, look no further. Speaking of small ship cruising, you could fit our entire fleet into one contemporary ship, and the dotted lines here will really represent where the larger cruises go, and the firm line is where we go. So you will have a front row seat to the most stunning coastline in the world. Don't believe me? I can back it up with some video footage. So most of this again is my iPhone footage. With the smaller ships, you can really bob and weave the archipelagos, the islands, the bays, the fjords. We're always up and close to where the action is. Do you have river clients? We don't have a lot of rivers, but does this sailing style look a little familiar to you? Can you flip a river client to a fjord client? So really taking you to give you the Norway through the lens of a Norwegian, not through some touristic lens. Everybody can do Norway the touristic way. Nobody can do it the way we do it. We don't have your traditional entertainment, but we're going to teach you all the facts and tips and tricks about Norway. So keep in mind, this is an immersive trip. If you sell expedition, this would be a good fit for you because we're expedition adjacent. If you sell river, that's immersive. So we have lectures, adventure talks, points of interest out on deck. So really cool experience. But if your clients want casinos and late night discotheques, please do not book Hurtigruten. I am allergic to angry calls. Another point, culinary voyages in spades. 80% of our food is sourced locally. That means that all of our meals are culinary. This is a Norway's coastal kitchen. The ship feels like you've been invited into a Norwegian's home, and the meals make you feel like you're having home cooked Norwegian meals. So, really think about those foodie clients as well who want that destination immersion and Norway by Norwegians. If you partake in bubbly, 62% of our beverages also sourced locally, and we have super fun collaborations. Why not age our sparkling wine underwater in undisclosed fjords for 10 months on end? Perfect maturation process, undisclosed, so the Norwegians who drink a lot on Friday nights won't find the crates. We have organic IPAs brewed by local breweries only for Hurtigruten. We have distilleries that will make premium Arctic gin and akvavit only for Hurtigruten. Every part about this experience is authentically Norwegian. Finally, your clients can feel good about traveling with Hurtigruten. Every year, we win awards for sustainability efforts, no single-use plastic, 3 hybrid-powered ships, largest investment to make our fleet greener, water conservation efforts, Hurtigruten Foundation that gives back. We truly walk the walk. So, your ship overview and cruise segmentation. I've already proven with the graphic that we can fit all of our ships into one contemporary cruise. Don't believe me? This is my grainy iPhone picture from my tiny little Hurtigruten MS Fjord next 500 packs versus 5,000 packs. If your clients have reached the era of it's too peoply outside, welcome to Hurtigruten. So much smaller experience as I've proven now. So, School of Lynn thoughts. If you have a river client, I'm pretty confident you can flip it to a Hurtigruten client. As a travel advisor, I sold Viking, I sold Hurtigruten, I sold River, I sold Fjords, I sold Expedition, I sold Hurtigruten, I sold Safari, I sold Hurtigruten. So just think about those well-traveled, generally well-educated clients. They've done everything. They want the local. They want the immersive. They don't want that touristic stuff. They want to travel with purpose and with meaning. That's the Hurtigruten client. Types of voyages, two ways to sail. Original Coastal Express. This warrants the most education. So immediately you see original, you need to educate yourself and you really need to take off the cruise hat. Signature, we have a little bit of buffer. So the original is the lifeline to the Norwegian coast. That's what we established in 1893. Signature, longer port stays, more immersive, more inclusive. So that one is closer to what we are used to here in North America. So the original, as I mentioned, that was what was founded 132 years ago. That's the legacy route that's so celebrated by local Norwegians today. 7 ships operating this itinerary, not just spring, summer, fall, 365 days a year. All of these dots, 34 ports of call, people, north, over 7 days. You're stopping 34 times. On the southbound route, 33 times. So it's not a traditional cruise. You are immediately calling me, Lin the Norwegian, and you're also going to share the Hurtigruten sailing plan with your clients. Now, you get to travel like a local here. You get to really have that front row seat to the Norwegian way of life. It is an extremely popular route. You just have to manage those expectations. So we have a very relaxed ambiance on board with the original Coastal Express ships, lecture halls, your living room panorama lounge and bar, gift shops, fitness center to offset that caloric intake, well-appointed suites, well-appointed staterooms, and all of your essentials included. And again, for original, always look at the inclusions. And we're talking about voyages 6 days or longer. You can also do shorter segments. Those have different inclusions. We're not talking about that today. So you'll have your full board, you have port charges, taxes, and fee, you have your Wi-Fi, no gratuities expected, you have your onboard programs. What would be additional? Sodas, beers, wines, and excursions. And then for the signature voyage collection, this is a more premium collection that is geared a little bit more towards the North American client. So let me bounce back here. It's longer port stays, more inclusive, and just it's closer to a traditional cruise. Underneath the signature umbrella, we have a Midnight Sun itinerary and we have a Northern Lights itinerary. So what we operate between May and early September is a unique itinerary, bestseller. You will not find this anywhere else. It combines the best of Norway with the high Arctic archipelago of Svalbard. Have you followed Cecilia on Instagram? I would venture that most of you have. 3 ways to explore. You can do 8 days from Bergen to Longyearbyen. You can do 8 days from Longyearbyen to Bergen, or you can do 15 days round trip. So that's good. That goes from May through early September, bestseller in the North American market. Also, we say goodbye to the Midnight Sun in September and we say hello to the Northern Lights. So there we operate a premium North Cape line. And you'll notice with both of these maps, way fewer dots. So now minimum port stays generally 4 hours. You can have up to 12 hours under the signature voyage umbrella in port. So longer port stays, more relaxed, not as modular as the original Coastal Express. But once again, look at this map. This itinerary does not exist anywhere else, let alone back to back to back between late September through April, of which those months, September through March, squarely Northern Light season. Your home away from home on the signature voyages would be the MS Trollfjord and the MS Midnattssol. So the Trollfjord after the fjord, Midnattssol after the midnight sun. Two-story panorama lounge. Just think home away from home. Base camp at sea. I know you've heard those marketing taglines, but we really have the feeling of being at home while you're on our ships. The ship is meant to be lived in. Your stateroom is simply where you sleep. On the signature ships, we have suites with private balconies, suites with floor to ceiling bay windows, and a wide variety of non-suite stateroom options. Signature Voyages is really where we leave our tight clothing at home because we have two Norway's Coastal Kitchen restaurant inclusions for all guests. And if your clients book a suite, they will get an additional a la carte fine dining restaurant, Röst. So heavy, heavy focus on gastronomy with the Signature Voyage collection. You do have more bells and whistles included with Signature. So same thing, port charges, taxes, and fees, no gratuities expected. You have your full board, but you have two restaurants for all guests, three restaurants if you book a suite. You also have a clothing package if you book a suite. So there's additional bells and whistles that are included here that you would not get with original. And here, your sodas, most if not all beers, most if not all wines, and select cocktails and spirits are included. So it's less a la carte, more inclusive. It's a lot of information. I just play it back, bust it out into chapters, and call me if you have questions. What I'm trying to tell you guys, though, is that experience Norway your way. You want to go on the original Coastal Express on one of our 7 ships with 5 departures every single year. You 2 to 12 days. Fine. You want to do a Northern Lights premium signature voyage? Absolutely. 7, 9, or 15 days. How about a midnight sun voyage between May and September? 8 or 15 days. Done. Or if you just want to work smarter, not harder, and book a fully packaged Scandinavia land and cruise tour, some of which you have trade exclusive pricing on for the next week, have at it. We welcome you. 365 days a year, we have something for everyone in Norway. So Hurtigruten should always be at the forefront anytime Norway or Northern Lights is talked about by your clients. We have the highest number of Northern Lights cruise departures. We have the widest variety of itineraries, almost too much choice. But I'm going to quickly go through a few of these. But first, why choose a cruise? We are just so lucky we're right underneath that auroral oval. We had a geomagnetic storm that allowed a lot of states in the US to see northern lights. That meant that the oval expanded due to that solar activity. In normal times, underneath this oval is where you generally see the northern lights. Everything else we've already discussed, we're already cool. We're already awesome. We just happen to also be under the auroral oval and have northern lights. So where you have the competitive advantage on a cruise, we can sail past cloud cover. So if you've sent your clients to Iceland and it's a cloudy night, you're getting an angry call. If you send them with us and it's a cloudy night, we will sail past it and find the northern lights for you. Less light pollution from ship, ever-changing backdrop, the comfort, the warmth of the ship. And we're not going to make you stay up until the wee hours of the morning. We will wake you up when the northern lights occur. And we don't like angry calls. So if the northern lights don't occur on any of our voyages and tours between September 20th and March 31st, you get a half original Coastal Express voyage for free the following season. So we give your clients every chance to see the northern lights. Now, I'm going to quickly go through itineraries. 30 minutes is coming up, and I have gone on a couple tangents. So you see this map. This is Norway, Norway with the side of Norway, right? We operate this itinerary year-round. As it so happens, we tend to have trade exclusive pricing on these. So you can unlock better pricing for your clients. I will show you the advisor portal, but a few ways to explore. 7 days, Bergen to Kirkenes, 6 days, Kirkenes to Bergen, or 12 days round trip. 7 ships, 5 departures every single week. You have nothing but choice. We have themed astronomy voyages where we bring on renowned astronomers, so they have a dedicated program. We have our working smarter, not harder itineraries that will tick off every bucket list for your client. World famous Norway in a nutshell. Overnight in an igloo hotel. Northern Lights cruise, fully escorted. Max 24 guests. Dog sledding excursions, reindeer excursions, visit to the Sami Museum, and you will go to Santa's Village as well. So I love these because you currently have trade exclusive offers. And if you were to do 15 days fully escorted, Helsinki to Oslo, 24 guest max, tour leader from start to finish, very generously inclusive, under $5,000 per person when they book with you. It's a win-win in my opinion. The working smarter, not harder, follow the Northern Lights. We also have the North Cape line, which has 7, 9, or 15-day options. That is the premium signature voyage. And also, this is the Hurtigruten Museum with a full decommissioned ship in a bottle concept. Find me another cruise line that has that. We're kind of a big deal in Norway. And then we don't sleep on the Midnight Sun cruises because there's no melatonin. But just kidding, we still have the original Coastal Express year round. We have partially escorted land and cruise tours, Sweden, Finland, and Norway, all this time underneath the Midnight Sun. We've said goodbye to the Northern Lights. We combine the best of Norway with a taste of the high Arctic. So if you have clients that aren't ready for a full expedition, but they want a taste of an expedition, we might have something. My favorite tours that we have are the Arctic Frontier tours because this is an independent tour. So this is not escorted, but it is packaged for you. So it's fewer steps that you have to do to basically curate your client's next dream vacation. Overnight in Oslo, 2-day world famous Norway in a nutshell from Oslo to Bergen. You all have homework. Look up Norway in a nutshell. It's awesome. Midnight Sun cruise at some of the best handpicked ports of Norway. Cross the Barents Sea, go to a small village, Longyearbyen, where there's more polar bears than people in this archipelago region. Just getting here is an adventure. And then tack on 2 days in this wonderfully wonky town and have a 14-course tasting menu and go on an excursion, a wildlife and glacier excursion in Longyearbyen. And the last one, my ultimate favorite one, is where you have two cruises, an adventure discovery cruise and a full-on expedition cruise. You have everything I just told you about, the 2 days in Longyearbyen, and then we're going to sham wow you. But wait, there's more. Now we're going on an expedition and we're sailing into the pack ice to the walrus colonies. This is the ultimate bucket list experience for your clients. Now, everything I've discussed, make sure that you're calling me if you have questions. This is just an intro. I just want to turn your heads. What's up with Hurtigruten? Let's go call Lynn. Off-ship excursions for both signature and original, those carry an optional charge. Make sure you pass that along to manage expectations. And finally, allow me to threaten you with a good time. If you are tuning in again in Q1 of 2026 and you book by March 1st, we do have our Sell 3 Sail Free Travel Advisor incentive. It goes as follows. Sell 3 cabins based on double occupancy on any of our round trip voyages, and you have earned yourself a free cruise to Norway. If they don't have that kind of vacation time, you can do 6 cabins based on double occupancy on any of the half voyages. So just keep that in mind. There's something in it for you. We always have trade exclusive offers. So we want to give you the competitive advantage. Make sure that you have an account with our advisor portal because lots of good information is there for you. It'll take you just a few minutes. We also have, I just put the QR code. I'm going to have to breeze past it though, because we're almost at time. White label approach guides. If you guys are not using approach guides, you are missing out. You have to use approach guides. We pay good money for this. All of your cruise suppliers are signing up with this. It's basically content that has the look and feel of our website, but the call to action goes to you. So it's white label, you customize, you don't have to risk your clients booking directly. So just an example, I took one of the approach guides. You can copy the link, paste it into ChatGPT in your tone. Hey, ChatGPT, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, whatever, go ahead and post this. Give me a caption for a social media post. Signing up for approach guides, putting it into ChatGPT or Perplexity or Claude or whatever you use. And then, or if you're just a savant and you're good at writing, then do that. It will take you less than 10 minutes. What do you have to lose? Best thing, you can have thousands of dollars in commission earned. Worst case, okay, they don't engage. Thank you for your support. Last thing I'll say is that I have a YouTube channel with educational content geared towards consumers. I'm pretty knowledgeable on all things Hurtigruten, so I like to tell the Hurtigruten story and hopefully minimize your servicing time. And I think I'm actually going to skip over the rest because we do want to allow some questions. 30 minutes is not a lot of time, but hopefully I did you guys a nice service. Hopefully we are interested in Hurtigruten and Norway, and I would love to welcome you to our home. So with that, I will pass it back to Scott. What say you, Scott?
Well, thanks, Lynn. You
It's a lot.
talk fast. If you are watching the recording, you can put this on slow-mo and listen to it at normal speed.
We have
Lynn, can you
Tourette's
put the QR code back up that we skipped through really quick?
for the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's approach guides. Let's do the portal. Yes, advisor portal. We'd love to have you and make sure that you are scanning the code. Let me scan it. It's been a while since I created this. Let's hope it's the right one. It is. Good. We are in luck.
Excellent. If anybody listening live has any questions, feel free to put them in chat or the QA box. We're happy to chat through them.
I'm known to hit people like a freight train. It's usually like, that was cool. What just happened? But this is why we put the contact information here and you call us and you say, what did you say? So,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Like I know you said something, but I don't remember what.
I know. Just I'm known for being quite energetic, and I think the takeaway here is I have answered every single FAQ that you have answered. So I'm the former top producing advisor for North America. So I managed a travel agency, and I've sold millions of Hurtigruten. I'm from Norway. We can bust out the Norwegian accent to close business together, and I just genuinely want to save you time, add value to your day. And also, I am like Oprah Winfrey with advisor rates too. There's no substitute for firsthand experience. So make sure that we hear from you and let's see about getting you on ship as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for watching live. If you have any questions, feel free to follow up with Lynn. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your Tuesdays.
Tusen hjertelig takk. Thank you, Christine.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.